All right, let's get into the horror news. It is the week of Alien Romulus. I was saying Romulus. Some people got mad. It is what it is. And some people got mad that I said hyperbole, but it is hyperbole. I've realized now. But let's get into the horror news. Big week after the weekend that was D23, where Disney reaffirmed that we will be getting Toy Story movies until the end of time. Go check out that video if you want. But let's talk about the horror news before we do. 35,000 subscribers is the goal, y'all. We're about to get to that. I'm very excited about it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, www.culturelixir.com, as well as our Instagram at It's Culture Elixir. Let's talk about it. James Wan is in talks to direct the creature from the Black Lagoon movie for Universal. As we know, Universal monsters are pretty hot right now, with the Wolfman as well getting a new film with Lee Wano coming in to direct that. The Saw duo seems to really be bringing back the Universal monsters, and I'm here for it. Lee Wano did a great job with The Invisible Man. I think James Wan is a talented director, but I'm kind of hesitant to see how he will do this because I don't think he's ever done a big creature feature. So we'll see what happens with that. So Deadline notes in the report that James Wan is developing a grounded, modernized retelling that leans into visceral horror while paying respects to the original classic. I don't like grounded in movies, but we'll see what happens. So many people are excited about this. We have gotten a similar taste to what this could be, I feel, from Guillermo del Toro's film The Shape of Water, which is something that was heavily influenced, as Guillermo has said before, by the creature from the Black Lagoon. So we'll see what this one's going to be like, but the film is definitely one I think is worth watching if you haven't seen it. It definitely was a sort of like foundation for a ton of horror today, so I think it's important, and we'll see. Like I said, I think James Wan is a talented director, and I'm curious to see how this rendition will be. Now, The Monkey is the latest film from Neon, coming out on February 21st, 2025. I can see this having sort of a premiere at Fantastic Fest or maybe at Sundance. I don't know. I see more Fantastic Fest leaning towards that, but we'll see. So, the adaptation of the Stephen King story, Stephen King story, Stephen King's story. There, we got it. The Monkey is headed to theaters on 2025 with producer James Wan and director Osgood Perkins behind Longlegs. Another James Wan story. I keep forgetting. So this little teaser right here just tells you that this is a film from James Wan and Osgood Perkins working together. The film is going to star Theo James alongside Tatiana Maslany, Elijah Wood, Christian Convery, Colin O'Brien, Rohan Campbell, and Sarah Levy. I am excited about this one. I think that we definitely could have something interesting here. I think this cast is really strong as well. Longlegs, of course, is one of my favorite movies of the year. It has all the makings, right? The monkey design, come on. It's a monkey design that looks so ill. But it says, in The Monkey, when twin brothers Hal and Bill discover their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start occurring all around them. The brothers decide to throw the monkey away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. But when the mysterious deaths begin again, the brothers must reunite to find a way to destroy the monkey for good before it takes the lives of everyone close to them. You know, it looks good, it sounds good. This is definitely one of those movies that could go either way, though, I feel. Where it's at a cross between being really good or really bad, or the worst thing could do is just be right in the middle and not do much. But we'll see. Speaking of Neon, they had another successful opening, because we have learned that Kuckoo has come out with a 3 million opening weekend this morning and is currently in the 9th spot at the domestic box office, with Longlegs being in the 10th spot. Very good stuff here from Tillman Singer and Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. But the film Kuckoo, we've talked about it extensively. We did a review. We have our spoiler talk as well with the ending explained. If you haven't watched it, I think it's great if you're looking for something that's very kooky, very out there, and very different at the same time. So Peacock does have a new show coming out their way, which is called Hysteria, and this has been a show that I've talked about like almost a year ago when they first announced it. I was excited for it because it deals with the satanic panic and all of that, and I'm always interested in that for sure. On Friday, October 18th, 2024, all episodes will premiere, and this show actually stars Julie Bowen. You also have Garrett Dillahunt, Nolan North, Elijah Richardson, Millie Shapiro, Allison Scagliotti, Jessica Tresca, and Bruce Campbell as well, with Anna Camp, MJ Anthony, Chiara Aurelia, Kezzy Curtis, and Nikki Han. So this basically says, When a beloved varsity quarterback disappears during the satanic panic of the late 1980s, a struggling high school heavy metal band of outcasts realize they can capitalize on the town's sudden interest in the occult by building a reputation as a satanic metal band, until a bizarre series of murders, kidnappings, and reported supernatural activity triggers a leather-studded witch hunt that leads directly back to them. I don't know, it sounds interesting. The poster looks interesting. The trailer and teaser is out. You can check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. So James Cameron has talked about Alien Romulus, which is going to be releasing this week, and we've also said that we will be watching it this Wednesday, so very excited about that. So James Cameron says, I saw a rough cut 6 months ago, so I'm sure it's changed a lot, and I viewed it once. I gave some notes to director Fede Alvarez. He and I aren't close pals. I mean, I wish him the best with it, but I think it's been overstated that I had some creative input to that film. That's pretty much all he said, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Feels more like a nothing burger, right? But what doesn't sound like a nothing burger is that James Cameron is working on some Terminator stuff. During a recent sit down with the Hollywood Reporter, he says that he is working on his own Terminator stuff right now. When they asked him what does he think about Terminator Zero, which is a new animated series coming to Netflix, in which he says, I'd be curious to see what they've come up with. I'm working on my own Terminator stuff right now. It's got nothing to do with that. And they asked him, what's your own Terminator stuff that you're working on? I wasn't aware of that. He said, totally classified. I don't want to have to send out a potentially robotic agent if you were to talk about it, even retroactive. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to learn that James Cameron is doing more stuff. We've learned that the new film that he will be doing, Avatar 3, which is called Fire and Ash, will be coming out next year. So we might see some Terminator talk pretty soon, whatever this is that they are doing, but we shall see. So we have learned that Final Destination will not be a Max original. It will actually be going to theaters from the creator Jeffrey Reddick, who confirmed on Twitter that indeed it will be theatrical and in IMAX. So we're excited for this. The cast of the new franchise installment includes Tio Briones, Breck Bassinger, Caitlin Santajuana, Richard Harmon, Anna Lore, Owen Patrick Joyner, Max Lloyd Jones, Rhea Kilstead, and Timpo Lee. So we're excited about this. We haven't heard much about it. Final Destination will be written by Laurie Evans Taylor and Guy Busick, John Watts producing, and you know, we're excited. We'll see. 6th installment. I think they could do something interesting right here. Final piece of news is that Netflix has officially ordered a new Ghostbusters animated series. If you were a fan of the Ghostbusters animated series, you should be rejoicing right now. So exact plot details are still under wraps. Sources are saying that the 3D animated series will be tonally in line with the recent Ghostbusters film. So I don't know, if you're a fan of the recent Ghostbusters films, you're probably digging this news. If you weren't, then you probably are pretty pissed. But let's talk about this big news right here, that is Halloween getting its own video game, not just once, but 2 new video games on the 1978 horror classic in development at Boss Team Games. This has an exclusive from IGN. Details are limited, but both games are apparently in conjunction with the producers of the Halloween franchise, and one of them is actually being developed with John Carpenter on Unreal Engine 5. So John Carpenter says, as a huge gamer myself, I'm thrilled to help bring Michael Myers to life again in this game, and my hope is to scare you silly. Intimately involved with the development of the new project, apparently. The games will allow the players to relive moments from the film and play as classic characters from one of the most iconic and important films of all time. They are being developed with Compass International Pictures and further front with the Unreal Engine 5 project still in early development. So Boss Team Games has pretty much worked on Evil Dead the game, which I thought looked pretty interesting, honestly. I haven't played it, but that is more of an asymmetric multiplayer game. This apparently is going to feel a bit different, apparently. So they say everyone at Boss Team Games are huge fans of horror, and Halloween obviously holds a special place in the hearts of all horror fans. Getting to work with iconic characters like Michael Myers and build on John Carpenter's original vision is literally a dream come true. Everyone at Boss Team is thrilled and honored to be working with Malik Akkad and John Carpenter to deliver a one-of-a-kind experience that fans of the movie and video games will love. So definitely will be tuned into that, and when we get more updates, I will talk to y'all. So let me know what you thought about all of these news, everything we talked about, from James Cameron's comments on Alien to also their comments on a new Terminator series they're working on, also James Wan working on a Creature of the Black Lagoon, the monkey teaser, all of that. And if you're excited for any of it, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. 35,000 subscribers is the goal. We are so close to that. And make sure you also follow our website, www.culturelixir.com, as well as our Instagram at itsculturelixir. I'll see you all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.